There's a lot of scenes in this movie where nothing happens. So this is a 2-hour movie and the first 30 minutes are spent on Bella and Edward getting married. Huh. Aren't wedding scenes usually just like a minute or two at the end of a movie? I guess you can spend a lot of time on any kind of scene if there's a lot going on in it. But this wedding part was just kind of like going through the motions. Like Bella and Edward talk a bit, put on some fancy clothes, get married, sit through some really awkward toasts at the reception, and deal with the Jacob Wolf guy being angry and weird. There's not a whole lot of conflict or anything. Afterwards, Bella and Edward go on their honeymoon in Brazil and they hang out in Rio for like 2 minutes and then go to a private island. I've got a lot of questions about the whole private island thing, but I guess that's what we're going with. Bella and Edward do the kind of honeymoon stuff that you tell your kids about when they're older, in general terms, without any details about your personal experiences, of course. Whatever you do with your honey bunny behind closed doors is nobody's business as long as the whole experience is two grown-ups having a good time. Unless you're Bella and you get bruises because Edward has weird superpowers that destroy the room while you're busy with birds and the bees activities. Edward gets really awkward around Bella because of that, and she gets pregnant, which apparently is a big surprise to everybody. Bella's gonna have a vampire baby. Congratulations? Maybe? Apparently having a vampire baby is really dangerous. I've got a lot of questions about it though. They say it's never happened before, but how would people know it's dangerous if it's never happened before? And how has it never happened before? Is Edward the first vampire to get Bella pregnant without killing her or turning her into a vampire? I mean, vampires have always been around, right? There's gotta be some vampire guy in the past who did some not for kids stuff with a lady and got her pregnant without sticking around or killing her, right? Am I missing something? Also, how did nobody warn Edward and Bella about this? Is everyone in this movie just really irresponsible? Anyway, Edward and Bella go home and they don't tell Bella's parents and they all talk about what to do and Jacob shows up and gets really mad. There are a lot of conversations where people who are not Bella talk about getting rid of it. Also, the wolf guys get the crazy idea that they need to kill Bella and the baby so that the baby doesn't harm anyone. Newsflash to all the wolf people, if you are talking about killing a baby or following somebody who wants to do that, you're one of the bad guys. Bella's prego belly gets big really fast because it's the vampire kid in there instead of a regular one. She starts drinking blood in order to feed the kid since that's what it wants. Gross, but I guess it makes sense. The kid is a vampire after all. Apparently, if the kid is a boy, she wants it to be named Edward Jacob, and I'm like, wait, why would you want your kid's middle name to be named after a guy you smooched one time, but you're not allowed to smooch anymore? Do you think you might still have feelings for that guy despite being married now? And if it's a girl, Bella wants the kid to be named after her mom and Edward's mom, so those names are Renee and Esme, so the kid would be named Renesmee. Oh boy. So one name is not okay, and the other name is dumb. Everybody seems to be okay with this for some reason. So Bella's prego belly starts to have a kid, but it's not going well, so they cut the baby out. There's some blood and gore in this part, and Bella dies. Jacob tries to revive her with CPR, and I can't help but think he didn't mind having an excuse to do some mouth-to-mouth, if you know what I mean. Edward injects Bella with vampire venom and bites her like all over the place, which is super weird. Nothing works, they think Bella's dead, and Jacob goes to kill the kid. Hey, everyone, Jacob is officially a psycho. Stop being nice to him. But Jacob imprints on the baby, whatever that means. It makes the wolf guys back off since they can't harm anybody who's been imprinted. I have a feeling I'm really not going to like whatever the imprinted thing means. It seems like there's a bond between him and the kid or something. I'm not going to get into it now since there's a part 2 of this movie, but I'm pretty not okay with the messages in this movie, so you guys probably know what I'm going to say in conclusion. But first, here's the ending. Surprise, surprise, Bella's not dead. She turns into a vampire. This movie is about an hour too long, and it makes excuses for Edward and Jacob being whiny, irresponsible, and murdery. Sometimes there are things people do that are bad no matter what the situation is. If Jacob wants to kill a baby, that makes him a bad guy. The movie doesn't seem to think that, so it sends a bad message. Not for kids, not for teenagers either, since they'll get bad ideas about what a healthy relationship looks like. I'd say not for adults either, but they should know better and can watch a bad movie if they want. I'm glad there's only one more of these.